I'm still trying to give away my free 3-question reading for reaching 10k subscribers on my channel. My last winner did not get back to me, so I'm spinning the wheel again to pick another winner. Let's do it. Here we go. So Vita Harrison, you are the winner of the free 3-question reading. Email me, the address is underneath each video and we'll sort that out for you. Hi there Aries, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive reading for September the 7th through to the 13th. Aries, let's see what's on the cards for you. Starting with the Work Your Light Oracle. See what the overarching message or theme that wants to be seen for you is. Let's take a look, Aries. Stop. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Such a beautiful energy, you know, and the Akashic record, I don't know if you know this concept, Aries, but the concept is that our soul has its own library or record, and all the key learnings and the key aspects, you know, from previous lifetimes are stored in that record. And I also believe that the big things that you signed up to learn or experience in this lifetime are also in that record. And I feel that at certain times in our life, it's like a file gets activated or loaded, you know, when there is something that in divine timing, very much that Wheel of Fortune energy is playing out. Of course, there is always free will. I mean, we don't have to learn the lessons. We don't have to have the experience. We can avoid it. But sometimes that's when we begin to move, you know, into tower energy or go against the flow, when we feel like things just aren't flowing in our lives as they should. Let's see where it's all going, Aries, but first of all, we will get you a Yogic path card out. Tantra, wow. Now, I have just been having a conversation with somebody about this. I'm a somatic practitioner, and I, you know, help people reconnect to these energies, which is the divine masculine and feminine. Now, we all have those energies within us, masculine and feminine. Doesn't matter what gender you are. But, you know, activating both of them and bringing them into balance is how we activate our true power. You know, the direct doing energy of the masculine and the beautiful receptive being energy of the feminine, and knowing when to dance in each one of those, right? Hey, it can also on a literal level stand for a beautiful connection with someone where you really feel like you're each other's polarity. Maybe a divinely guided connection, or maybe you are stepping into the balance of whichever one of those energies was lacking for you, so you're actually stepping into your power, Aries. Well, let's see where it's going. Beginning with the recent past energy, Aries. Energies leaving, completing, or transitioning in your life. What you might be journeying. For Aries. Oh, I'll take it, Aries. The Sun. Guess what's at the bottom of the deck? The Two of Cups. So it could be about a connection. I mean, the Sun is the energy of Leo. It is the most positive card in the tarot deck. It really says that, hey, maybe the worst is over in a situation. The future looks bright. Let's grab the current or focus energy. We have got the Eight of Wands, swift change. It is also very much a divine intervention energy, can be a message coming through. Let's get the outcome energy. Not taking those areas, it was more of a fumble. Oh, look at this. the Magician, and the Three of Cups. The winter is over. The spring is here, Aries. This is really beautiful energy. We've got the energy of Saggy at the end of the deck here, and it could be your energy as well, but this is charging forward onto the new frontier. Let's get the clarifiers out. Clarifying the Sun for Aries, I have got the Knight of Swords. Clarifying the Eight of Wands. Too many. Got two on the ground here. I have got the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords, double sixes. Yeah, definitely maybe moving away from something in order to find that sense of love and balance and harmony. Just going to clarify Three of Cups, Magician. Aries, I'm taking these two because I saw this one in the deck just before flip over. It is the Hanged Man perspective, and it is your card, the Emperor here, the card of Aries. At the bottom of this deck, Aries, I have got the Tower energy. Wow, I mean, this does feel quite right at the moment for your energy. You have been in a real positive time, but I feel like there's been last pieces landing for a transition, for, you know, really turning the corner into that divinely guided, beautiful time. So it is a general reading, guys, and I'm feeling like the energy is very general here this week. What we have here, oops, sorry, Aries. Okay, sorry about that, Aries. I had an alarm set for something. So here in the recent past, we have got the Tower, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords. Really interesting. I mean, guys, I'm sure you're familiar with the Tower. You know what? Some people fear the Tower. It's one of my favorite cards. And you know why? It is the biggest card of sudden change. We've got change here, we've got change here. I'm surprised the Wheel of Fortune's not here, to be honest, because that's what I was feeling when the Akasha Oracle card came out. Look at that sun peeking through. But it is the card of sudden change. And the thing is, many of us say, oh, I desire this to be on purpose, to be aligned, to have that beautiful lover, partner come into my life. One thing is for sure, Aries, if we don't do anything to shift our energy, if we don't embrace change, things stay the same. And sometimes the Tower comes in to shift you greatly and grandly and sometimes chaotically onto your path of purpose. And it can look like so many different things, guys. This is a general reading, but it can be anything from a big truth landing or revelation. I mean, we've got the Knight of Swords here, swords being the intellect. In particular, this card here with that kind of, you know, crown chakra, kind of third eye light there, sort of lighting up. Could be a big revelation. Oh, now I know what I haven't been looking at. I know what I need to address. I know the way forward. It can be an illusion shattered, a job loss, a relationship loss, you know, having to move out of a home, our foundation, and then, you know, it's terrible at the time, you know, we mourn for it, and then we find a house even better, or we move to a new location, and that's where we meet the partner. We just don't know where we're being shifted to, and it can feel uncomfortable. We have to trust in the greater plan. The Tower brings down in your life what is no longer in alignment for you to move you to your divine purpose. That's why we say it is a silver lining, it is a blessing. Generally, when we try to hold on to the Tower, we go down with it, right? You know, and we really pay the price for maybe, you know, being pulled into the negative mindset, victim mentality. Or if we try and avoid the Tower and patch it up and carry on in the situation, generally it's just a little bit down the track and we find ourselves facing it again. So surrender. Surrender is a very great life lesson for many. Because what is behind the Tower, behind the storm, is the Sun, the beautiful Sun and the Knight of Swords. Now, the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck that says the worst is over. Things look bright ahead, and it comes to the person who has literally, you know, broken down the brick wall, gone through the obstacles or challenges, and is ready to manifest new. The Sun is the energy that shines light into our dark corners. It can reveal things, it can reveal truths, it can heal. And, you know, we see this baby looking maybe innocent, you know, it's nudity, all that sort of thing. It stands for its vulnerability, and this is a card of rebirth. The Knight of Swords for me is a couple of things. There could be, on a literal level, an air sign involved. That would be Gemini, Libra, or Sagittarius. But this is a card of swift forward movement. We've got the Eight of Wands here as well, so I'm going to say this is about progress. It says that when this tower falls, there is swift progress in a direction that is going to serve you very, very well, Aries. So big start, big start. Current or focus energies, Eight of Wands, Six of Cups, Six of Swords. It's kind of like the same message, packaged a little less powerfully here is what I'm seeing. The Six of Swords is the energy of moving on from something. This is the, okay, I understand now why the tower fell, and now I'm moving on. And, you know, the tower, sometimes there is that real fear of the unknown. But here we see somebody who's actually decided to start inching into the unknown, going willingly, even though it's in cloud, it's in mist, we can't see. It's like the fool's journey. We don't know where it's leading, where the path is taking us, but we trust and, you know, have hope and faith and take the first tentative steps anyway. This could be about choosing a new direction. You know, we have the Three Swords on each side. Which way do I go? Maybe they link to the Three of Swords. Is there any healing that needs to take place? Number 6 is the number of balance, of coming back into a balance within yourself. Healing, harmony, joy, love, satisfaction. It says by choosing this path, you know, you're going to move into a greater place of love. You're going to get ready to receive, Six of Cups. And, you know, it's going to be a time of greater harmony for you. On its literal level, the Six of Cups can be somebody coming back in from your past. It could be a friend, it can be a lover as well to reconnect with. The Eight of Wands is swift change, and it's kind of like, you know, the change is still happening this week. Maybe the tower fell a while ago. There could be a bit of a quantum leap in the change. This could be when you decide on the path to walk, when you fully start stepping towards it. The Eight of Wands can be, you know, Cupid's arrows, and the Six of Cups can be somebody coming back from the past. So there could be a connection there for some of you. The Eight of Wands can be communication. It can be communication that comes through the airwaves. You know, generally social media, text messaging, email, that kind of thing. It can also be travel for some of you. So is the Six of Swords. So some of you might be relocating as part of this, you know, moving to a different location or different home. So that's what I'm seeing here. And I mean, the Eight of Wands can also be that card of divine intervention, and the Tower most definitely is as well. The Sun is about being guided forward. You've got Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So all of this is happening, Aries, to guide you to back to the true path. Is what I'm seeing. Back to the one where you're going to be in that real balance. Tantra, you know, with your masculine and feminine energies. 6, we've got two number 6s twice. We've got Tantra, you know, it's about restoring balance and getting you back into your power areas. The Emperor, your card is here. Look at this. I don't even know where to start with this, Aries. Let's start here with, let's start with the Emperor and the Hanged Man. I mean, the Hanged Man, called Perspective in the Starchild Tarot, could mean that before all of this went down, there was a bit of a holding pattern. For some of you, it could have been stagnancy. For some of you, it could have been there's just not enough action in my life. I know how you like movement and action, Aries. But for some of you, it could have been stagnancy, or, you know, just not able to move forward in the way that I truly want. So the Hanged Man is the energy that invites us to take a different viewpoint, to see things from a different perspective in order to move forward. The thing about the Hanged Man is that he or she hangs from that tree of knowledge, waiting for that insight to land, the divine intervention maybe, the message from the Eight of Wands to come in, the information. And that is the enlightenment that we need to step back into our power and really, you know, move on to that next frontier. They talk about dying the death of the Hanged Man, which is going through that grief process to a place of acceptance, accepting the past, accepting the decisions that you've made in your life up until today that we can't take back. All we can do now is change the present moment. So we must surrender your past, and also surrender to the pushing against the stream, you know, pushing uphill. we need to take inspired action, but we also need to just get into being divine feminine, to allow as well, and to receive, number 6, receive what is coming through. That's when you truly step into your power, Aries, and use the Emperor energy to your advantage to rebuild your foundation. The Emperor is about getting back into the driver's seat and really taking the reins, taking the control to shape your life how you want, right? The Tower has fallen. You have a blank slate on which to build, number 4, a new solid, strong foundation for yourself, and you're focused. I can see that. And when an Aries is focused, you don't want to mess with them. You don't want to get in the way, or they'll charge. Knight of Wands. Look at this. Magician and 3 of Cups. I mean, the 3 of Cups says you're going to be celebrating, Aries. And what are you celebrating? The winter's over. The Tower has fallen. We are planting new seeds for a new harvest that we will celebrate in the future. It's saying you've got a time now to create and manifest new achievements, new love, whatever it is for you. And you will be the one, with your cup in the air, celebrating what you've created, what you've manifested. Number 3. Yeah, so the Magician is the awakening, Aries, to your own power, realizing that, it was there with you all along, but we're having some kind of shift or quantum leap of stepping into that, stepping back into creatorship or co-creatorship with source energy here. That's the Magician. Awakening to the fact that you have the emotional intelligence of the cup, the resourcefulness of the pentacle, the power of the wand, and the intellect of the sword. And with those tools combined, Aries, you unlock your infinite potential, right? The Emperor. Keep your inner game strong. That's where you manifest from. So, that's why we want to do something to change our energy, because otherwise we get more of the same. That's what all the great change has come in to truly shift you, Aries, so that you can get on to your soul's purpose and creating what you're really, really meant to be doing in this life, in this time, when that Akashic file has been loaded. Because the Knight of Wands is at the end, and this is about getting ready to charge. Back in your firepower energy, get back on the horse, take the inspired action. You're going to be reconnected with your passion, your purpose, your energy, and you're riding off into the next frontier. The little 3 sand dunes again, it's all that little nod to creating whatever it is you desire. And Aries, you're in a very good place to make that happen. Aries, full steam ahead for you. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm going to leave it there. Interpret it the way you want, guys. It's a very general reading, so you'll have to connect the energies to your situation. So keep in mind it is a general reading for the collective. If you feel called to share, do leave me a comment. I read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. It helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies. And I will see you back here next week for another message.